Welcome, my dear students. So the last video we discussed about the Hardy-Weinberg law related introduction with the help of several terms. Now I will discuss another second part of Hardy-Weinberg law, and here their significance also we discuss now. Let's start the Hardy-Weinberg's law. Okay, now we discuss about an Hardy and Weinberg's law. Here Hardy is one of the scientists, and at the same time Weinberg is also scientist name. Finally, here the couple of scientists which are independently proposed the Hardy Weinberg's equilibrium. So here Hardy is a means Hardy, G.H. Hardy. He was a well known mathematician, and another scientist Wilhelm Weinberg. So these two scientists which are proposed the independently. Finally, this law is states that the relative frequencies of various kinds of genes and alleles in a particular large population, and at the same time in which a large population which is also considered as a panmictic population is nothing but, so just like the randomly mating individuals, so these randomly mating population which are leads to or tend to remain constant from the one generation to another generation. So here it is the generation to generation. So the alleles which are constant, but these constants in nature which is done by the absence of several varieties of evolutionary forces. Like one of the evolutionary force is called mutation, means absence of mutation, and absence of natural selection, and absence of gene flow or migration. So finally which can maintains the genes or alleles in a constant nature from the one generation to another generation. So here it is the Hardy-Weinberg's law. Here the Hardy-Weinberg law actually which is describes the theoretic situation in this which a population is undergoing no evolutionary changes which are takes place in the applying of Hardy-Weinberg's law. But actually the Hardy-Weinberg law which explains the several parameters, but one of the parameter, if the evolutionary forces are absent, if the evolutionary forces like a various type of evolutionary forces whenever which are absent, then it is explains the constancy of alleles like but here evolutionary forces are nothing but mutation, selection, and gene flow, genetic drift, and etc. At the same time another factor, the population which is should be larger in size, population is large. And at the same time third type of parameter, the individuals, right, its individuals have the random mating. So random mating is nothing but we are discussed panmictic population is nothing but the randomly mating individuals. And finally the last parameter, each parent produce the a roughly or equal number of gametes. So here the Hardy-Weinberg law explains the several parameters. So these are the like evolutionary forces are absent, the population is large, and individuals have the random mating. Each parent produce the equal number of gametes, and at the same time the gametes are produced by the mates, means the different type of gametes which are produced by their respective mates, and they are combined randomly and the gene frequency remain constant, then the genetic equilibrium of the gene in question is maintained and the variability present in the population is preserved and at the same time the no evolution in the population. So here these are the major characteristics of Hardy-Weinberg's law. Okay, now we discuss with a one example. So here we are taking the a particular panmictic population. Here the panmictic population is nothing but randomly mating individuals, but in which randomly mating individuals with a genes with a genes like one is capital A and another one is called small a, means here one is a dominant allele and at the same time the second one is called recessive allele, which are located on this only one locus or they're located on the same locus, but at the same time this the frequency of gametes, right? So here the frequency of gametes with gene a means capital gene will be same as equals to the frequency of a gene. So means here the frequency of gametes with gene A will be same as the frequency of a gene. A means here it is a dominant genes and at the same as here the frequency of gametes with a recessive gene which is also similar to the or same as the frequency of recessive genes, right? So here it is the similarity between the gametes to genes, but let us presume the a numerical proportion in which numerical proportion a different genes in the population in as followed like the different, mainly we are discussing about gene frequency. The three different type of individuals are formed like here the complete homozygous dominant and at the same time second one heterozygous dominant and the last one third one is called homozygous recessive, but in a numerical proportions like the dominant homozygous condition form of individuals which are near about 36 percentage, but whereas in heterozygous dominants which are near about 48 percentage, means here half of the portions like we are discussing later clearly, but means the mainly the dominant allele which produces the 24 percentage and recessive percentage is also 24 percentage, but remaining homozygous recessive individuals which are near about 16 percentage, since the individuals means the AA individuals which are makes up the 36 percentage of the total population and they will contribute the approximately 36 percentage of all gametes, 36 percentage of all gametes in the particular population. At the same as similarly in recessive homozygous recessive individuals will produce the 16 percentage of the gametes, and these 16 percentage of the gametes which are also means same as here equals to genes, means like the frequency of gametes equals to frequency of genes. At the same here gametes. So and finally the gametes from heterozygous condition form of dominants, so the in which individuals which are producing the 24 percentage of the individuals which are related with the gene capital A and remaining 24 percentage of the genes which are related to small a in that particular population, and finally they are contributing the 48 percentage of gametes, 48 percentage of the gametes. So here this is the a different type of numerical calculations of F1 progeny and F2 progeny. Hence, the overall output of gamete cells can be tabularized or table form. I am discussing the tabular form of entire overall output of gametes. But here the first we discussing about the parents. So generally the parents like 36% of the homozygous dominant related parents and remaining 48% of heterozygous dominant parents, and these parents which are producing the gametes, equal gametes, near about 36 percentage of gametes with gene like a capital A means dominant genes, and remaining here the 48 percentage of the parents means here heterozygous dominant form of individuals which are producing the only 24 percentage of gametes with a respective gene like a dominant gene A, and at the same time remaining some parents like here we discuss parents are nothing but this remaining the 16 percentage of recessive homozygous recessive individuals, they are producing the gamete cells. But here the gamete cells means the homozygous recessive individuals which are produce the or which are having the genes with 16 percentage with a gene A, but remaining 48 percentage, like you suppose we are taking the heterozygous condition form of dominant in which 24 percentage of recessive genes which are obtained from the heterozygous dominant means here it is nothing but the just like the gametes from heterozygous condition form of individuals will be producing the two types of genes with gene capital A and with gene small a means recessive gene and dominant genes which are finally roughly which are in equal proportion, and at the same time here overall total gametes like the 60 percentage of gametes which are related to dominant alleles, and remaining here the 40 percentage of the alleles related to recessive alleles. So here it is the overall output of gamete cells from the parents. So that is related to overall output of gametes. But now we discuss if the gametes united randomly means it is the one of the condition whenever the gametes, if here it is the condition, if the gametes unite randomly, the total number of different genotypes are obtained from the fusion of sperm cells to egg cells, right? So here now we discussing about the different types of genotypes, but these genotypes which can obtained from the cross or random mating. So like now we discuss one of the sperm, so here it is also tabular form sperm, and now here it is the egg and it produce the a particular gene frequency, and this gene frequency which are appeared in their progenies is nothing but the next generation. So here whenever the sperm cell which having the a dominant gene and this gamete cell which is fused with the egg cell, but this egg cell which are having the same as their dominant related gene, so that's why finally here the fusion of sperm with egg and finally which can leads to 36 percentage of individuals with a dominant alleles, like we are discussed 60 into 60 means here it is the gene frequency, and at the same time whenever the sperm cell having the dominant gene and egg with a recessive, and here the gene frequency the dominant gene which consists the frequency like a 60 and recessive gene which having the frequency 40, and overall the 24 percentage of heterozygous dominants are seen in their respective progeny. And if another case, if whenever the sperm with a recessive gene but egg with a dominant gene, and here the gene frequency like a 40 60, but finally which produces the 24 percentage of same as heterozygous dominant form. And now here the last one type of random mating, whenever the sperm which having the genes with a recessive alleles or recessive genes which are fused with the egg, but this egg is also consist the recessive genes. And finally here 40 into 40 overall which gives the 16 percentage of progenies with a homozygous recessive, right? Okay, so here it is the a different type of random mating, and finally which are gives the different kinds of individuals. Overall there are mainly three kinds of individuals, but if the frequency of A is represented by a P, and same as if the frequency of recessive gene A is represented by a Q, and there is a random union of gametes with the genes A and as well as small recessive gene. In this equilibrium state, the population will contain a following frequencies of the genes and A and as well as A, means here these are the gametes, and these gametes which are united randomly and finally producing the a different type of frequencies, and these frequencies which are continued from the generation to after generation. So like we are discuss like a plus 2AA plus AA. Here it is the genotype frequency, and but which are represented like a p square plus 2pq plus q square as a gene frequency, gene frequency, but here it is called genotype frequency. Here these gene frequency and genotype frequency which are summarized with the help of a checkerboard or a Punnett board. Like here the Punnett board, so means here one side we are taking the sperm cell and another side we are taking the female gametes like egg cells. So but finally here one of the dominant allele and second one is called recessive allele with a different sperm cells. And again here the capital A and small a means dominant gene and recessive gene with which are present in a egg cells, but here A is means if the frequency of dominant allele A is represented by a P, and small a means recessive gene is represented by a Q, same as here also P and Q. Right, now here the mating, the random mating. So here the random mating are unite of fusion of male gamete with female gamete which can produce the genotype, like here the AA here finally which is considered as a p square, and here heterogamete AA it can nothing but PQ, and here AA means here also heterozygous means the PQ, but here the recessive gametes means A is fused with the recessive gene, and finally which are gives the homozygous recessive individuals. These recessive individual genotype is represented as a Q square, right? So here it is the a tabular form of or a checkerboard of a random mating units, and this results could be explained by a theory of probability, theory of probability. So this probability, according to probability in particular population the of large size, population of large size, the probability of receiving the gene A from both parents will be like a p into p equals to p square. Means here now discuss again once again, in the population of large size, the probability of receiving the gene dominant A from the both parents, so finally it leads to p square, right? And at the same time, similarly, the probability of receiving of the gene, like a recessive gene from the both parents, will be gives the like a q into q gives the q square, right? So, and finally the last one, the probability of being heterozygous condition means nothing but with two different type of alleles, one is dominant and second one is recessive, and these two gametes which are produced from the both parents, and finally here the pq plus pq gives to 2pq, right? So here it is the uh, results of a particular population which is explained by the probabilities, in which the relationship, so here in which the relationship between the gene frequency gene frequency and genotype frequency gene frequency and genotype frequency can be genotype frequency can be expressed as, here it is the major formula. So now I am discussing the relationship between gene frequency and genotype frequency can be expressed as p square plus 2pq plus q square is equal to 1. So here it is the major Hardy-Weinberg formula of binomial expression, but this binomial expression which is also expressed as the p plus q whole square is equal to 1. So here also same as Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium or Hardy-Weinberg law or Hardy-Weinberg principle. From this equation it is clear that in a large random mating population, not only gene frequencies but also genotype frequencies will remain constant, right? Okay, finally now we discuss about the significance of Hardy-Weinberg's law, right? So here this, in which significance of Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium, the gene and genotype frequencies, gene and genotype frequencies of different alleles of a gene in a population remains in equilibrium means here the generation after generation, the genes and genotypic frequencies of different alleles which are constant or which are equilibrium. And at the same time here another significance, like the mating is a completely random phenomenon in a particular population. And at the same here this Hardy-Weinberg law which is only suitable for a large population which can follows the Hardy-Weinberg law equilibrium. And finally the gene frequencies will be unpredictable in a small population. In small population means here it is only suitable for large population, and at the same time a population in do not shows the evolution, means the population in Hardy-Weinberg's equilibrium do at the same the variations, right? So the variations in Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium is produced by absence of mutation and selection and migration and genetic drift. If these evolutionary forces are not there in the population follows the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. That means a population in Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium do not shows the evolution. In other words, for the process of evolution to occur, the population should not follow the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. So here it is about the Hardy-Weinberg law significance.